Welcome back to Balderdash Academy. Our points are: I am in last place with 200 points. Next we have Dave with 600, Steve with 1,050, Nate with 1,200, Marie with 1,800, and in the lead, our champion, Molly McGill with 2,100 points. Well done.
Nice.
So it's time for our final pop quiz of the night. This pop quiz is from the Professor of Home Ec and Wellness, Professor Marie Stewart Harmon. Marie.
Hello, fellow faculty members. I usually come to you with some sort of conundrum, some life experience that I've had where I've come up with some effective results. A few years ago, I was at a lovely bachelorette party. We were at an Airbnb, and my oh-so-sober friends decided to have a fire in a metal trash can. Yeah, you can see where this is going. We were at an Airbnb, so my concern was about the safety of the location that we were staying in.
Yeah.
The full of fire metal trash can quickly fell over, and I, without thinking otherwise, lifted it up and put it back upright with my bare hands.
Ooh.
Within moments, my fingers were swelling to twice the size that you see them are now, and they're not very large to begin with. The first thing I did was to go inside and just run some cool, not cold, cool water over them. But my God, they burned. They burned so bad I could hardly move or bend them. So if you found yourself with burnt fingers and hands, and you were just in a kitchen, perhaps at a bachelorette party where everyone's drunk and no one can take you anywhere, what would you have done with perhaps what you might find in your home? Molly, you seem perplexed, and you have mom skills. And so I'm looking at you, mom skills. What would you have done if, say, your friend burnt their hands?
Okay, well, I have two answers. Is that fair? Because in your particular circumstance, what I would do is just stick my hands in the Mai Tai and just kind of let them marinate in the alcohol, which is going to really just reduce the swelling and really just suck the
pain
blister juice out of there. Yeah, and pain. Drunk hands feel great. However, if you are not at a bachelorette party surrounded by vats of alcohol and you're just home alone, what I would suggest doing would be to take your hands and stick them under your armpits and just squeeze. Now, we all know that some of us sweat more than others. And so the moisture that happens under your armpits is actually going to be soothing. It's kind of like when you put in eye drops in your own eye. It's like recycling your own body juice to rejuvenate and heal.
Your own body juice.
Body juice.
Put that on a t-shirt. Balderdash Academy,
That's-
recycling your own body juice.
That's right. Love it. Love it.
Nope.
Nate, what would you have done? Oh, hello, Kitty.
Cat butt.
Hi.
We just had a cat butt.
Cats are assholes.
Yeah, that was full-on cat asshole. Nate, sorry that the cat stole your thunder there.
No, it's fine.
What would you do? I'm gonna go to the cat next.
Well, I mean, you said you were at an Airbnb, so I feel like the answer is kind of obvious. What you want to do is you want to cool off the hand. Some people would think about putting like a gel, like a antibiotic or something on them, but you don't want to do that. It traps in the heat. But fat works. So what you do is you get a piece of bologna per finger and you wrap it around each finger. So you got bologna fingers. And then if it's spread down to your palm, you don't want to use bologna on your palm. You just get a nice salami. It can be a hard salami, Genoa salami, something like that. Put a salami there and a salami here. And then the key to holding everything together, you don't want to use rubber bands because it's too constricting. What you want to do is eat a banana for the potassium. It's going to help your cramps. And then use the banana peel to fashion, you tie it off. So that way it holds the salami palms there and you got your bologna fingers.
My
A lot of
baloney has a
smells
first
coming
name.
out of
It's second degree burns.
Salami palms and what was the other one?
Baloney fingers.
Bologna fingers.
Salami
Bologna
palms
fingers
and bologna
and
fingers wrapped in a
salami
banana
palms.
peel.
Which is
Yeah,
the
yeah.
little-known Limp Bizkit hidden album.
Speaking of popcorn.
Oh, Bob, what would you do if you burnt your hands so bad?
Which I do all the time. If you guys remember last year, I came to a show with a 4-inch burn from a grill on my arm.
Yes, that was crazy.
Mhm.
No scar. Hashtag no scar. So the first thing you do is get it under cold water. You want to get it cool. You want to get it clean. As cold water as you can possibly handle. A bag of peas helps. And then after a while, you're just sitting there with this food on you and you're like, I got to improve my situation. So what I would do is reach for our favorite staple, an answer that you brought up before in your quiz, Professor, and that is reach for that good old egg substitute, mayonnaise. You just lather on some Hellmann's on the blister, and the next thing you know, you may not heal yourself, but you'll feel better and be very, very rich.
Little stick slimy, maybe. Thank you for that. Steve, what would your cat do if your hands were burnt?
I don't know about my cat, but
Yeah.
Marie, I can tell you what you should have done. All right. Now,
Okay.
you guys
Thank
all know
you,
me.
please.
I try to be an optimistic person, and I try to think if you have something bad happening in your life, how can you make that be something advantageous, right? Well, I think in your scenario, with your swollen hands, you should have immediately called your agent. Because actually, believe it or not, a huge market right now is inclusive hand modeling. Now, all modeling is trying to be more inclusive these days, and they found that cartoon characters aren't feeling well represented by hand models. They see pictures of rings and gloves, and they don't fit like they would fit on a cartoon character's hands. So all these sad cartoon characters looking at their large hands, feeling very sad. So that's where you come in. You are going to be a hand model that can kind of make the world a better place for these sorts of people. And I think that'd be a good way to kind of twist around. You got these swollen hands. How can you take advantage of it? And that's what you should have done. Called your agent.
Representation for the swollen hands community. I
Exactly,
appreciate
yeah.
that, Steve. Very inclusive. David, these have been very, very answers. And I would love to tell you, I will recap for you what each one of our very smart and talented faculty members would do. Molly feels that recycling your own body liquids, sending it right back in, sending that get that sweat juice all over those blisters and bring it right back to the source. Nate, we've got bologna fingers and a salami hand sandwich wrapped in a banana peel. We've already learned about how banana peels can be very, very effective. So you're on to something there, Nate. It's a something. Bob, yes, cool water, clean it, get it as clean as possible. You said a bag of peas. I'm not quite sure if you meant frozen peas or not. I'm going to assume you meant frozen peas.
Right,
Get that cold compress on there. And then once the food's gone, slather that mayo right on. Slather it right on. Yeah. And then Steve had no actual real solution for my pain, but did have a money-making opportunity on the pipeline there.
Exactly.
So these have all been really, really answers. So David, how would you award pointage here?
Okay, so I'm going to give Steve a turbo boost. So Steve's going to get 50 points because I appreciated the money-making scheme on the hand modeling.
Nice.
Molly is going to get a perm. Just because I don't know how many times she said body and blister juice, but it was enough to warrant a perm.
Not enough, honestly. I could have done
Clearly
with a few
not
more.
enough. Nate.
Damn it.
Nate's gonna get a belt buckle because salami hands is something that I actually it's a game in our house that we play before dinner. And actually, Nate, I think you've been part of that game before, so I'm gonna give Nate a belt buckle for that one.
All right. That's very helpful. All right, guys, I'm going to tell you what I did because I was not in a position to drive. I was in a state not near my doctor, and I was just trying to make the pain go away. I had been drinking, so I didn't feel inclined to start taking pain medication. And I was sitting in the kitchen.
We guessed the drinking when you grabbed a burning trash can with
Yeah,
your
that
bare
was pretty
hands.
clear.
Lifted it right up off the ground without a care in the world. I was considering myself a hero in this moment. I tried to cool them off as much as possible, and then I was just sitting at the little island in the kitchen, just feeling like my hands were on fire.
They were.
And they felt it was bad. A fellow bachelorette party attendee who had a 2-year-old son. The son is much older now. She mentioned, you know what? I ate really spicy food the other day, and then I drank some milk, and it helped. I put my hands in a bowl of cream. I literally just rested my hands in a bowl of cold cream. Like, for the coffee the following morning, they were not pleased with me the next morning when there was no cream for coffee. I just rested my hands in that cold cream, and it actually made the burning sensation dissipate. The blisters were still bad, but the pain had subsided. So there is your health and wellness tip. You get some second-degree burns and you can't get to the hospital right away? Bowl of cold cream, folks.
And the kitties love it.
Yep.
Bowl of cold cream. It is now
But also
time.
call your doctor.
Yeah, that's a biggie. Call your
Don't
doctor.
take my advice. Don't really take my advice. Call your doctor.
That's all right. We got that spiffy new warning for the beginning of the episode.
Yes, that's
Disclaimer.
important.
Yeah. Do
Not
not
a real
get your
doctor.
medical advice from a comedy show. All right, our
Very
next and final 30 seconds or less.
I love that.
All right. So, what is something people seem to misunderstand about podcasting?
Something that people misunderstand a lot of the time when it comes to podcasting is that not all podcasts are funny. And that is living proof for anyone who has listened to the Knight Rider years. People think it's funny, but it's probably the furthest thing from it. And in fact, we've encouraged people not to waste their 45 to 60 minutes listening to it. So I think that's a common misconception. People think that podcasts are funny. Most of the time, they're not.
All right.
Know yourself. Know yourself.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's an important skill.
Our next game is called Technically Correct. I will read a description of a movie that is technically correct. Our faculty member will all come up with an answer as fast as possible, and Dave will award points based on the answers he likes best. Movie number 1. A man is continually awoken by a pair of strangers. Marie, what do you have?
I'm Rip Van Winkle.
All right, Rip Van Winkle. Steve.
I think this is Groundhog Day with the radio program.
Groundhog's Day. And Molly.
Weekend at Bernie's.
Weekend at Bernie's. And Nate, what do you have?
Blank slate.
Blank slate. All right, so we have, which apparently Nate was woken up at the end of by 2 complete strangers. So we have Marie with Rip Van Winkle, Steve with Groundhog's Day, Molly with Weekend at Bernie's, and Nate with Blank Slate. The answer to a man continually awoken by a pair of strangers was somebody awoken by Sonny and Cher 10,000 times. It's Groundhog's Day.
Yes.
Wow.
Steve is
Nice
right.
job, Steve.
Dave, how would you like to score?
I'm gonna give a perm to both Molly and Steve because obviously Steve got the right answer, but I actually was buying into Molly's response pretty.
Yeah, it was
I
good.
I like the Weekend at Bernie's response. I thought that could have worked very, very well. Perm for both of them.
A perm for each.
Has anybody seen the movie Blank Slate?
Nope.
No.
Yes.
No.
Okay,
I
good.
didn't know that was a film. I thought you were just saying what was on your mind.
Me too.
That's why I wanted to ask. I wanted to know it's an actual movie.
You guys know this is a real movie, right? Please.
Yeah.
Somebody.
So, our next question. A salesman misses the fine print and is punished for it. Steve, what do you have?
A salesman? This is really weird. I'm going to go with Fantastic Mr. Fox, just because...
Fantastic. All right. Molly, what do you have?
Death of a salesman.
Death of a salesman. Nate.
That's what I thought of. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Click.
Click. All right. Good answer. Marie, what do you have?
I'm pretty sure that Will Smith sells vacuums in The Pursuit of Happiness.
Pursuit of Happiness. Dave,
Yeah.
do you want to take a shot at it? I saw your hand up.
That was more of my thinking, my focused hand as I was listening. As I was
Your
listening to
focus
all
That's
the
cool.
response. This
That's
is
cool.
My,
No worries.
this is my focus hand.
I'll do a recap.
Yes.
We have Steve. So a salesman misses the fine print and is punished for it. We have Fantastic Mr. Fox from Steve, Death of a Salesman from Molly, Click from
Punishment.
Nate, and Pursuit of Happiness for Marie. All of the answers were spoken. The actual answer was the Santa Claus.
I
yes.
that.
The Santa Claus.
They
That
do
is
get
so
him with that
weird.
fine print on the business card.
How would you like to score?
All right, so Steve, you're getting another perm. I'm gonna give you another perm for that one. Marie, I'm gonna give you a belt buckle for yours.
Belt buckle. Thank you.
Molly gets another perm, and
Giddy up.
Nate, you getting a turbo boost for yours.
Pew, pew.
All right.
Yes. I don't know
So-
what I'm doing with. What am I doing with my hands?
Boosting. Look at me, I'm boosting.
Our third movie description. It's a film about people who join the military because something is bugging them.
Oh, dear God. Okay.
People join the military because something is bugging them. Molly, what do you have?
Army movies. Saving Private Ryan.
Saving Private Ryan. Nate, what do you have?
Starship Troopers.
Starship Troopers. Marie?
I'm gonna go with A Bug's Life.
Bug's Life.
Ooh.
Good answer.
Those
Steve, what do you
grasshoppers.
have?
Ooh. I'm gonna say Edge of Tomorrow, Live, Die, Repeat.
Edge of Tomorrow, the film that couldn't figure out what it's named.
Yeah, it
So-
still doesn't know.
No, we have, for people who join the military because something is bugging them, we have Molly with Saving Private Ryan, Nate with Starship Troopers, Marie with A Bug's Life, Steve with Edge of Tomorrow. And the answer was Starship Troopers.
That was an answer
got it
last
I think
right.
you knew
wasn't
that, David.
How would you like to score?
So Nate, I knew the second that you and I'm giving you you're getting a glistening Trans Am for that one. We were just like right here, 500 points for you.
Wow, wait.
But I'm also gonna give 3 turbo boosts to the 3 of you because I could see the merits of every single one of your responses. I thought they were very well done. So three turbo boosts for each of you.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
This is a close game now.
All right.
Right,
So
budget
our
calls.
last
I don't know.
last
No!
movie. Yes! Are you ready? All
Ah!
right.
That's me.
All right, good. I
That's
can't hear
me.
you still.
Dad.
Okay. Our last movie.
Oh, God.
A man vacations to a tropical paradise to forget about a cloud and meets his crush. But the timing stinks.
What?
A
Say it
man
again.
vacations to a tropical paradise to forget about a cloud and meets his crush. But the timing stinks. All right?
What?
It's in the chat if you want to read it.
That's
Nate?
a long one.
What is your answer?
I'm gonna go with Joe versus the volcano.
Oh,
The volcano. Marie, what's your answer?
What was that reaction for?
that was mine.
Castaway.
Castaway. Steve, what do you got?
I'm going to go with Punch Drunk Love.
Punch Drunk Love. And Molly?
Do short films count?
A film is a film.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they do win awards. Lava?
Lava. Great answer.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, a man vacations to a tropical paradise, forget about a cloud, and meets his crush, but the timing stinks. We have Nate with Joe versus a volcano, Marie with Castaway, Steve with Punch Drunk Love, and Molly with Lava. So, many of us suffered from a brain cloud because the answer was Joe versus the volcano.
What?
Wow.
All right.
What did I say?
Joe versus the volcano. You got it right. Nate nailed it.
Oh,
cool.
Yeah.
Too late.
I was
like,
referring
wait.
to Marie and Steve. The funny thing is that Marie basically said Joe versus a volcano light
What did you
with
say?
Castaway.
Oh, Castaway, yeah.
Castaway. I was
So-
imagining that Winston was his love affection.
I feel
Wilson.
Wilson.
But we heard what you
Wilson.
meant.
Wilson.
Yeah.
Wilson.
All right. So, Dave, how would you like
Dick
to
Trickle.
So I'm gonna give Nate and Marie each a belt buckle for the Tom Hanks love. Love those Tom Hanks movies. Steve, what was yours?
Punch Drunk Love.
Punch Drunk Love. Yes, I'm gonna give you another perm for Punch Drunk Love because that is in my personal top 20 favorite films of all
Great
time.
movie, yeah.
So well done, absolutely.
All right. So that leads us to tonight's moral. So after listening to what everybody said after the games that we all played on this cold winter's night, one thing is perfectly clear. If you hear a name that makes you chuckle inside like a 12-year-old middle school student, there's
Dick
a
Trickle.
pretty good chance they play sports. All right, so that's our game. Our points are, I'm in last place with 200 points. Next we have Dave, our visiting professor, with 600, followed by Steve with 1,450, Nate with 2,150. Will Marie take it for win number 4? Or will Molly break the record with her 7th win? Join us next week. No, I'm just kidding.
I know. I was just going to say that. Join us next week.
That would be a really good hook for the next
Join us
episode.
next season.
Yeah, there
Do
you
we
go.
not find out?
So Marie has 2,250 points. Molly is our 7th time
Wow.
champion
Molly, it's
with
slow burn.
2,450 points.
Nice job,
Well
Molly.
Well done.
You're
Well
like the
done.
Dick Trickle of your time.
Oh, yeah. Trickle me.
Trickle. Oh yeah, trickle me. That's a
I don't-
t-shirt. Also.
There you go. Dave, thank you for being a visiting professor tonight on Balderdash
Thanks,
Academy.
guys.
Thank
you.
Absolutely.
All
Yeah.
of Dave's podcasts are available in the link in the description. Go, like, subscribe to them, review them, check them out online. It's all right there. So, thank you for visiting Balderdash Academy. I've been your headmaster, Bob LeBlanc. Joining me has been coach of the Balderdash Academy Dashers, Steve Corning.
Guys, I'll almost certainly win again. I promise. Someday.
Professor of STEAM, Nate Green.
Oh, yeah!
Professor of Home Ec and Wellness, Marie Stewart Harmon.
Oh no!
And our 7th time reigning champion,
Holy.
champ times 7, Professor of English Language Arts, Molly McGill.
I don't know how I do it, but I did it, and I'm not taking it back.
So remember to like and subscribe to this video. Also remember that we have options available if you'd like to support the show directly. We also have merch available if you want to show off your school colors. Links to
Yeah.
Check out
everything
Nate.
are in the description, or you can find us online at balderdashacademy.com. Have a good night. Thanks for watching.
Go
Dashers!
Watch us unravel as we get all up in the undercarriage and get stuffed with daddy issues. That's right. Our last bonus episode of the season is Sex With Me. See how they all fit together in this final bonus episode of Season 1, only on Balderdash Academy.
For complete episodes and more, visit us at balderdashacademy.com. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. You can find us on your favorite podcast service as Balderdash Academy. Go Dashers!